So I'm getting ready to pack an order. Someone purchased this original artwork, which I did not expect for someone to purchase because I was trying a really moody look, which if you're familiar with my artwork, I don't really do dark paintings. I like very vibrant, loud, contrasting colors. But I'm kind of excited that someone wanted it. So I've got to sign the back. So the back is signed, but this person has ordered for me before, and I'm pretty sure I recall them liking my signature on the front as well. So I'm gonna go downstairs with some paint and do that. So I'm headed downstairs. I've never really liked signing the front of my artwork because my high school art teacher said that artists sometimes make the mistake of making their signature a little bit too loud, and I've always feared doing that. In recent years, I've just done my signature on the back. There's a lot of this burnt sienna color in the painting. I'm gonna put my signature here in the same color. I think that will be pretty calm. Ooh, I don't wanna mess it up. Ooh, I'm looking very creepy in this lighting. Or any lighting, I guess. I currently need to put this in a sleeve and then get it ready to mail it. She doesn't want my hair. I should probably label this first. I'm super silly and forgot that the post office is closed on Independence Day, so I will not be shipping out that painting, but that's okay because now I get to have an extra day to paint an extra little gift for the buyer because she's bought for me before and she's really sweet. I've been chatting a little bit on Facebook Messenger and she's been showing me her craft room and she's making a book right now, like binding it. Very cool. I'll mail it tomorrow morning and tonight I'll paint something for her. I'm really killing it with all these plans I've made. I totally planned to paint something extra for her as a gift. However, I really didn't have any clean canvases on hand to do anything for her. I did have these canvases from old work that I ended up using as a cover-up. The 4th of July traffic was really hectic and I just did not feel comfortable driving to Michael's. So I decided to go ahead and plan to ship the painting tomorrow. And then I'll just send her a gift when I do have a fresh canvas. I thought that I was gonna like the contrast of this orange background against these fish, but later on you'll see that I did change my mind. I'm not a fan of the orange background, so I'm changing it to blue. I like the blue background much better. And here you're getting a jump start of some blueberries I started working on. I am from Blueberry Capital in Mississippi. Every year in the summer of my hometown, there's this big festival that's blueberry themed. There's lots of really good food and then a lot of art and craft vendors. It's very fun. I used to take me, my siblings, and my cousins to the festival each summer. She'd buy us all snowballs, but her rule was that the flavors had to be clear so that we didn't stain our clothes. However, for some reason, she always let me break the rule and get tiger's blood, which is, you know, red. Thankfully, I never stained my clothes with it, but it did sometimes bum out my cousins that I got to break the rules and they didn't. Did they know she also let me eat popcorn in her living room when no one was around, and we'd watch all kinds of movies on VHS. Always really wild and special to me because eating food of any kind, even a peppermint in her living room, was a big no-no. Call me spoiled, but it did make for really good memories, at least for me. I've often wondered that if in the presence of no one else, was she also treating my cousins in secret special ways? And it was at this point that I started really missing my cousin's blueberry buttermilk pie, something that she's really well known for, and everyone in the town loves buying it when she's ready to bake. However, I moved right before the season started, so I completely missed this year's blueberry buttermilk pie. However, I did get to try some really good blueberry lemonade that she'd made, and guess what she put in it? She made a new concoction and put, yes, pickle juice in it. It was really good. I'm looking kind of sluggish today. I'm kind of tired from being out in the town for the 4th of July. There was a really cool drone show, but I got a package today from my hometown all the way in Mississippi. I worked with the lady who owns a t-shirt shop there to put some of my art. It's so cute. On the sleeve, my old zip code. So I've got to package some art. I'm kind of in a rush to do that, and then I have to drop it off at a post office. And then I have something exciting I'm doing. Just for fun, I made some art for local businesses I like. I think I have a good opportunity to give one of the pieces to one of the owners today at a farmer's market. So that closes at 1 and it's currently 11. So I've got to move pretty quickly. Okay. I've got these boxes. I got them online. Last time I did an e-shipment, I did it with FedEx, and the lady went like this to test to see how bouncy the box is. I think it's good. Now it's time to pack away all these pet portraits. I forgot to sign them. All right, so I'm sliding these portraits in. Beautiful. The goats and the funky dog are actually going together to the same owner. They have helped me a lot throughout the years. This one is going to a girl, I think it's giving it to her boyfriend. This one's going to my brother's mother-in-law. I've been painting a few of my favorite things from local or small businesses, and I'm really excited about this one. I absolutely love pickles, and the girl that owns this, it's called Mountain Girl Pickle in Boulder, Colorado. She's really, really nice. She was at a farmer's market in Longmont, and other than a pretzel to eat that day, this is the only thing that I bought. I wanted the garlic dill, and somebody ahead of me purchased the last one, so when I asked if she had any more, she said yes, very abrupt, and took off running. She ran all the way to her truck, came back with one for me. She was just really nice, and the pickles are really, really good. They just are. I am putting this in a sleeve, and then I'm gonna give it to her today at the farmer's market. I just ran over to the booth and gave it to the person keeping it, and I learned that this pickle girl has employees. Like, she has her own empire. That's so cool. So I'm editing this video and I have to get off in a few minutes. This video is going to be a bit shorter than I anticipated because I am going to Denver, Colorado tonight with my boyfriend and his friends to go pedaling. I've never done this before. Evidently, it's a huge group and everyone's pedaling, and then there's one person steering. It sounds like it could be a hot mess. I don't know anybody really but my boyfriend and then his 2 friends. I think that there's like 15 people going. I'm really excited. All right, thanks for watching, and I hope that we keep getting to know each other. I really enjoyed the comments that people were leaving. Makes me feel less like I'm talking to myself.